Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So the patch notes are out, so let's go ahead and see what CM Fragment has in store for us, boy. Oh boy. Well, we already checked out the live stream, so we know that all the three characters, right, Cersei, Kiris, and Makari are getting new uniforms, and in fact we are getting a new superhero Makari, right? So let's check out the patch details. So it is not going to be just like a regular update, it is going to be applied in patches, right, like any mid-month update, right? So yeah, that's interesting. So new character Makari and realize potential, right? So Makari is going to be a speed eternal, right? And not just speed, she is rather a speedster, boy, speedster. So let's go ahead and check out her skills or abilities, right? So yeah, alien female, leadership, fast movement, eternals, right? So the only way to acquire her is the Fate of Mankind Space Race Quest Pack. Okay, so that means basically she is like Moonstone, right? So you need to pay crystals in order to unlock Makari. So let's check out her skill effects. Okay, I wonder why most of the speed characters have like worst leadership in game. Like if since they belong to speed class, all they give in leadership is speed. All speed. Bah, stupidity, right? And her tier 1 passive is 30% ignore defense. It's like meh, absolutely meh. However, ignore target dodge rate is by 30% is actually very good, right? So her tier 2 passive is increase guaranteed dodge rate by 30%. Being a speedster, I mean 30% is okay, but should have been at least 50%. It means she should have been really hard to hit, right? So yeah. But anywho, it is what it is, right? And apart from that, she has 50% chance to penetrate everything. So yeah, she has really good PvP potential. Apart from that, decrease basic damage received by 30%. So again, good for PvP and even for wall boss. Legend, right? Her first skill is quite basic, nothing much. Second skill is a counter attack skill which has fractures, paralysis, and also remove all debuff, right? So we already saw this counter attack skill. Yeah, could be interesting in both PvP and PvE, right? And now the bread and butter of her kit, right? She has, boys, accumulation based on damage she deals, and boy, it's 1.5% increase of all basic attack, right? Even like Moonstone, she just have 1%. However, Makari has more 0.5% increase, oh boy, accumulation than Moonstone, man. Maybe she could be a Moonstone level character, or maybe even much more, right? She might hit oh boy, oh boy. And fourth skill sounds, means on paper it looks quite basic, but we already saw this particular skill, the zigzag skill. It's look really good on screen, right? And her fifth skill, it has paralysis and invincibility, and also a damage buff, like a damage proc of 100%, right? So yeah, as we saw on the live stream, right? So 3 cancel 4 cancel 5, so she could be actually proc friendly and could be usable with an obelisk or even a CDP of energy. So that's good. Now coming to that, right, boys, the new uniforms, right? So starting with, boy, all hell, Rob Stark, okay, Icarus, right? So yeah, Icarus, he is going to remain a universal superhero. So uniform will be at 40% discount, right? So let's see what the uniform effect are. So increase chain hit damage by 10% and decrease damage received by 25%. So it's a mixture of both PvP and PvE, because decreased damage received is good in both form of the game, right? And chain hit is obviously good for PvE. I wish it was more, maybe like 15%, but it is what it is, and it's not bad. It's not bad, truthfully, right? So only his couple of skills have been changed, right? So his third skill has burn damage, stun, silence. So yeah, burn, silence. So definitely he is good for ABX. And it has paralysis as well. One skill has all the 3 ABX skill, boy, immunity for all damage, and yeah, his accumulation unfortunately remains same, which is 0.6% only. So that's really unfortunate. Yeah, I hope it was bumped up to at least 1%. But anywho, it is what it is. Maybe Chris might be really good for ABX. Who knows? Because he has all the three capabilities, like for burn, silence, and paralysis. Yeah. And his fourth skill, it still keeps the ignore iframe, but it also has paralysis, right? And it has all defense round, which stacks up to 50%. So an invincibility of 4 seconds. So yeah, that's good. That's good. So the new character Makari is also getting a uniform. So the uniform effect is whenever she uses her Hurricane Bash is used, she recovers 10% of max HP for 3 seconds. So that means she recovers a total of 30% of max HP boy. So she's getting a heal. Basically, this uniform, all it does is gives her 30% heal on her whenever she uses her third skill. Apart from that, nothing much change, right? Except her tier 1 passive, it changes. It now has 2 seconds of stun, which is practically useless. I mean, his not tier 1 passive, sorry, his skill 1 has 2 seconds of stun. Yeah, just slight change. And yeah, and even as I said, her third skill has 30% of heal, right? It remains exactly same. The damage has decreased compared to modern skill, but the hit count has increased, increasing the skill damage. Yeah, so it could be the damage could be similar, right? Since the damage number has actually received, but the hit count has improved. So we have to wait and watch, right? Play her with uniform and without uniform. You might want to wait for Black Friday, right? And yeah, fantastic. And now our girl Cersei, Gemma Chan. Yeah, boy. So skill 8 changes couple of her skills, right, or rather passive. It gives her 30% of recovery rate, considering that she has a charm, right? So yeah, this could be handy. Not one of the best uniform effect, but yeah, it's okay now. And she, apart from that, she also gets a decreased basic damage received by 30%, which is actually good, right? Yeah. So her tier 1 passive changes. Boy, oh boy, this is fan-freaking-tastic, right? It applies to all eternal allies, removes all debuff for 12 seconds at a cooldown of 18 seconds. Fantastic, right? It's like a debuff leadership without her being a leader itself, right? So you can have Icarus as a leader, right, with 60% all attack, and she could just be in the team, and she can apply remove all debuff effect, right? Apart from that, right, previously she used to add 30% of all attack to all eternals, but now on her tier 2 passive, she also has 30% more increased damage dealt to supervillain, and also decreased basic damage received from supervillain faction by 30%. Boy, oh boy, she is going to rock. So apart from that, she has 2 active skill changes. Right now she has a 15% of max HP recovery on her third skill, which is actually good, because previously she just had a charm on her fourth skill, which used to heal her. But however, all of us know that charm doesn't really works on World Boss Legend, so it's good that she has an active healing. So that's fantastic. And as far as her fourth skill is concerned, it says that it just improves the skill range and hit counts has been improved. So yeah, if hit counts has been increased, that means more damage basically. So, and all of us know that Icarus is now can be tier 3, right? So yeah, let's check out. So it has burn, right, stun, silence. Yeah, okay, nothing much. 80% chance to penetrate everything, invincibility for 7 seconds. So he has like a damage proc of 50% for one attack for 7 seconds. Kind of basic, right? Animation is okay since we have like 200 plus characters, who can't really complain about animation, right? And so Cersei and Makari, they are going to get their potential awakened. So it looks pretty much, it's like normal awaken. It's quite normal, right? However, in case of Cersei, like she has a 35% damage proc, whereas Makari has 100% chance to increase critical damage by 50% on critical attacks. Okay, that's interesting, right? So Cersei can realize and transcend potential through epic quest, right? Fate of mankind. So the only way to awaken her, get her awaken her potential or transcend potential, Cersei, is through the epic quest, which is actually good. Makari can be advanced up to tier 2 through epic quest reward, so please realize and transcend potential as usual with other heroes. So that is actually bad. I really wish that even Makari was advanced to transcend potential through epic quest, but it is what it is. Right, Netmarble wants to earn their money, right? So let's see, now we have the new uniforms and the new heroes, now the new epic quest, right? So the new epic quest, Fate of Mankind, the Great Resurrection Prologue. Unlike previous epic quests, the Eternals epic quest can be progressed by selecting stories of each Eternal heroes after completing the prologue at the beginning, right? So basically it means that whichever new Eternals will get, including these 3 Eternals, right, we have to play their individual story, right, rather than playing just one storyline. So this could be interesting. Yeah, it's something new, right? So we have 3 story mode for this particular epic quest, like Fate of Mankind, Modern Crisis Cersei, Fate of Mankind, Outsider, Off Limits Icarus. Like agents need to possess Icarus as tier 2 to enter the story of Icarus. We are sorry for misinforming that tier 2 Icarus will be given when entering the story of Icarus through October live stream. Icarus will not be given and can be acquired as a shifter reward, right? I mean, it's totally understandable, right? Because they did give Icarus for free. I mean, absolutely free when he came out, okay? Yeah. So it absolutely doesn't really make sense, like, for them to give him again for free, right? Not at all, right? But I wish they could have at least given the provision of buying him for like 2,500 crystals, like Valkyrie and stuff. Means she's also an epic quest character and she's a paywall character, but you can purchase her with 2,500 crystals through the epic quest, right? So that option should have been there, I believe, at least for free to play players. Like, means they could have accumulated crystals and buy him, but I don't know. I believe that's a bad move. And Fate of Makari, Space Race, right? So agent need to purchase epic quest, the Fate of Makari. So she's like the crystal wall character, like 6,600 characters. Like agent can now see stories of Cersei, Icarus and Makari and the stories of other Eternals will be added through future updates. So as you can see, 3 epic quests are available and more epic quests will open. As of now, 3 more unlock epic quest is being shown, but I believe it could be more, because I believe in the movie there are like 10 Eternals. I'm sure all 10 may not appear in the game, right, at once. Yeah, so so basically when you start one story, right, you cannot until unless you clear that story or quest, okay, you cannot move to a different story. Like suppose if you start with the story of Cersei, right, you have to finish it before moving to the story of Icarus, right? So that's actually, yeah, that's totally understandable. And when you start the Cersei story, right, all agents like will get tier 2 Cersei for absolutely free, right? But however, if you already have Cersei at tier 2, we will get her biometrics. So that's actually very good. And agent can acquire special reward access stage with epic quest, Fate of Mankind, Space Race quest pack or Space Special quest pack, right? So as mentioned, yeah, Makari is the crystal wall character, but unlike other crystal wall character, right, she, instead of costing 6,600 crystals, she costs 4,400 crystals, which is actually very good, right? But this creates some kind of doubt in my mind, right? This creates a doubt in my mind that she isn't the only crystal wall character in this particular epic quest, and that's the reason where her price is comparatively lower, right, by 2,200 crystals. So maybe when in November the main Eternal updates drop down, right, we might have another crystal wall character for the Eternals for the epic quest. So that is a possibility. Well, I'm not confirming it, but that's what I doubt, right? That otherwise, yeah. So anyways, so purchase the product. So you can purchase this through crystal, or you can just pay $30 and you can unlock it, right? Why would you do that, right? And you can acquire 1-star Makari and what not, right? Yeah. So Epic Quest Fate of Mankind Space Quest, the Space Race Quest cannot be purchased at the same time, so you cannot purchase both. So that's totally understandable. The benefit of Epic Quest Fate of Mankind Space Quest will be applied upon purchase and may not be subject to a crystal refund afterward. Okay, the benefit of Epic Quest Fate of Mankind Space Race Special Quest Pack will be applied upon receiving the product from the inbox and may not be subject to refund afterward. The special stage will be unlocked upon purchase and will be accessible permanently. That's totally understandable. Yeah, so we can actually get tier 3 materials from this particular Epic Quest, which is actually very good. And if you purchase Makari, right, or Makari's story mode, right, there is a possibility of getting 1 to 3 star artifact and also 3-star exclusive passive artifacts for Cersei, Icarus and Makari. So that could be interesting, boys, right? Yeah. And over here also it confirms that exclusive passive skill artifact for Icarus, Cersei and Makari have been added, can be acquired through Epic Quest, the Fate of Mankind and Madness Ensure stage, or through the store, right? So now coming to this, right, boys, after the reset, okay, when the reset drops, right, don't buy those artifacts with gold, right, because there has a chance of giving those passive artifacts. So once the update is live, I'm sure, right, the store will be updated and there is a possibility that you might get a 3-star or a 4-star artifact for either Cersei, Icarus or Makari, although the chances is very negligible, but why would you miss a chance even for one day, right? So yeah, don't purchase it right after the update, wait for the patch to drop and after that purchase it, right? So there is a slight chance, so take the chance, why not? And now, even though this is an eternal update, but we are getting some Phoenix update as well, boys, and it's a big news for Wolverine fans. So for Wolverine, Enter the Phoenix has been partially changed. So instead of for his ultimate skill, instead of immunity to all damage for 7 seconds, now it's invincibility for 7 seconds. It's a big news, which means, right, boss oh boy, world boss legend bosses aren't going to push him back, right? That's a big relief, right? And not only that, right, he's also getting a decreased basic damage received by 25%, which is fan freaking tastic. And not only that, previously his third skill was kind of bugged, and sometimes it is used to work, sometimes it isn't used to work. So now it has been improved to attack enemies who have activated ignore targeting effect more efficiently, or rather effectively. So that's really great, right? So it's a very good update in terms of Wolverine. For the Eternals, I would say it's an okay, right? Although I'm a bit iffy here and there, right? Especially since Black Friday is coming. So yeah, and I believe Icarus could be really good for ABX. However, I believe the main character who's going to shine in this update could be Makari herself, right? And Cersei is definitely a must buy, considering her uniform bonus, which gives 30% more damage and 30% decreased damage from super villains, right? So that makes her absolutely must buy if you have like tier 3 Hyperion, tier 3 Icarus, or even transcended Makari, right? So yeah, so there is no reason why we shouldn't transcend potential for Cersei. And yeah, and we can transcend potential or realize her potential through the Epic Quest, so which means that it is going to cost less transcend materials. So yeah, so we have to wait and watch. So I'm really excited and I'm really happy for Wolverine. However, I was actually expecting a bit of buff for Hyperion. Maybe they could have given him that 100% accumulation buff like Sharon or War Machine, or maybe change his accumulation to damage dealt instead of damage taken. But I don't know, on the Eternals update they decided to leave out Hyperion. But all hopes are not lost, Hyperion fanboys, because possibly when the November update drops, there is still a possibility that they might pick Hyperion skills just like they did for Wolverine, right? So that's being said, boys and girls, thank you so much for your time and thank you so much for watching the video. Please do leave a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel, and see you next time once the update goes live. Till then, take care and have fun.